So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Happy Friday. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Some people would start over again, but no, that's part of the charm of me, right? Just jump in and go. The problem is there's too many flashy buttons and things going on in front of me. It's distracting me, but I'm dialed in now. I want to talk side hustles today. Now, maybe you're not in a side hustle, but I promise you what I talk to you today, while it is directly related to building money and making money, building a business on the side or full-time, directly related to that, you can apply this to anything that you do in life. It's just so basic human psychology about how, and essentially to get people to do what you want them to do so they give you money and you make, it just works, okay? That's what's coming up. Building your side hustle. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. Life begins when you move. Are you moving? It is summertime. It's amazing how many people stop moving in the summertime. They just slow down. It's like, I got vacations. I got stuff to do. They slow down a little bit. But I've always seen summer as that great chance, that opportunity for you to do what other people won't do. While everybody else is out vacationing, yes, you should take some time off. There's no doubt about that. While everybody else is out playing, guess what you get to do? You get to do stuff they're not doing. They're going to come back from vacation. They're going to spend their whole summer. Okay, let's get back to work. What the heck happened to you? How'd you get that? What happened? Clue number one, when the crowd's going that way, go the other way. That's where you start. Crowd's going left, you go right. Secondly, when everybody else has decided to take a break, that's your chance not to, and come back and be better on the other side of it. You took that away, you live with that one, you'll change your life. That's a promise. Did I say who it was? It's me, Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Grateful to have you here. Before I get on with the show, visit us on our Facebook group. It's a private group. You can't find it, can't search for it. It's there. You got to know where it is, and it's at dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. Easy to find. Come on in. Some cool people over there. I hang out there a lot. I had some great conversations here in the past week, and so I'd like to see you there. Come on over.
Plan B is a backup birth control option that's there for you when things don't go according to plan. It specifically works after unprotected sex and before pregnancy occurs by temporarily delaying ovulation. Plan B is available nationwide at all major retailers and through delivery apps like DoorDash. No ID, prescription, or age requirement. It's the #1 OBGYN recommended brand of emergency contraception, and it won't impact your future fertility. That's freedom to be. Use as directed.
Every Friday, we start the show by asking, have you... No, that's Monday's show. How do you want to feel? This is incredibly important. I can tell you from experience of talking to the, at this point, hundreds, if not thousands of personal clients I've had over the years, that when they get to the point when they pay attention to not their emotions, not, stuff like that, but no, internally, their mindset, their heart, how do they want to feel? When they ask that question, really, how do I want to feel about my life and about what's going on in my life? Everything changes. It does. It's not narcissistic at all. In fact, once you know how you want to feel, usually it's going to involve other people to get you to feel that way, which means you can help other folks. So ask yourself that question. How do I want to feel? Pay attention to the answer that comes to you. It will. And get on with your day. So let's talk side hustle. I was kind of surprised. Over the years, I've done a lot of business coaching. I think all my clients right now are all business clients. And my Wisdom to Wealthy group is based on building side hustles and giving some personal attention to help you get over those humps that most people can't get over. The courses and stuff don't teach you. It's that insight you need. So I spend a lot of time doing this, and largely it's because what I do every single day. The business that I operate started as a side hustle, and now it's just a big hustle. It's big. It's nice. But it all started by deciding to create a lifestyle, deciding that I demanded the lifestyle I wanted to have, and I demanded the prosperity I wanted to have. I just demanded it and went and created it. So evidently what's happened is people have seen that and they come to me, hey, help me do what you do. So I do. So about 50% of the folks who come to Facebook come in there because, and they tell me, they want a side hustle, want to make some money, want more freedom, all that kind of stuff. So when I talk to those excited folks, they're always wondering what happens here. And the number one thing they don't want to do is they don't want to do sales. Yeah, that's okay. So I'm going to talk to you about that a little bit today. They oftentimes don't want to do marketing, but anything these days is marketing, and a social media platform is key to everything. It's the reason I got the offer to write the book was because I have a pretty decent sized podcast. It's pretty big. It's pretty cool. A decent social media following, built a decent platform. So there is stuff that's involved like that. So just face it. If you're going to make money, if you want somebody to give you money, if you want a side hustle, give you the prosperity you want in your life so you can live your life the way you want to, you're likely going to have to ask for the sale at some point, and you're going to have to do the transaction. Scary. It's very different than showing up at a boss's desk or just doing your work every single day and every 2 weeks getting a deposit in your bank account. It's very different than that. So we have to think differently. So how do we do this? Number one, when you are looking at whatever side hustle you're doing, meaning you're going to sell something, even if you're not selling for money, you just need to sell a school project. You get people to get on board with your school project, right? It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Number one, understand this very basic premise. Everybody in the world, everything in the world, I should say, is currently owned or controlled by somebody else. That's an old Zig Ziglar line. Take that to heart. Thank you, Zig, for that, man. It's fantastic. Everything out there, whether you think it's right or wrong, and a lot of people, depending on your ideology, think it's terrible that somebody else owns or controls everything out there. It's okay. I don't live in your world. I'm sorry. I think we should own stuff. So everybody currently owns or controls what you want right now. Just accept it and say, I'm going to get me some of that. Right? Makes sense. So start with that premise, and you're going to be way ahead of most people. Since we know that, and we can't just go take it from them, that would be wrong. Although we've seen a lot of that happening the last couple of years too. Give me that. On the news again. You can't do that. But since somebody else controls or owns it, we have to find a way to get some of it, right? How do we do that? Well, if you want their help, you have to get their attention. So whoever is owning or controlling, say you're selling a product, and somebody currently owns the cash to buy the product. You don't have the cash that they have. They got a big pile of money over there. It's on a credit card, something like that. And you want a piece of that cash, and you get it. Well, they'll give it to you. They will, if you give them something in return. But right now they have the cash and you want it. So how do we do that? Well, we get their help like this. 3 things. First off, and before I go on, you've heard a variation of this in lots of different places, probably. It is time-tested. It is true. It can be said 1,000 different ways. But if you do this, it works. There's a reason why people do it. Just don't go between the lines. Just do what works. What problem is the person having that has the money they want to give you so you can build your business? What problem are they having? It may not relate to you. You may not have any real idea about it, but you may have an idea how to fix it. It doesn't matter. If you can help, you can get their attention. So that's number one. Again, you've heard this before, or you should have heard this before. I don't think that's where you actually make a sale. You can make it at that level. There's certain ways to do that. But I don't find that to be very happy, to be honest with you, because sometimes problems are really kind of dark and ugly and ick, and I just don't like living in that world of people's dark and icky problems. I don't like that. I prefer to live in the happier world of a solution. And that's where most of your sales are going to be made, and that's where you're going to be happy. So when you have a solution, you're enthusiastic, you're excited about it. So what is it? How can you solve this deep problem that you have? How can you fix it? You know when you're close because you'll see excitement in people's eyes, or likely they'll start buying stuff from you. Interestingly, when we go through this process here, there are people that are they're trying to solve a problem, but in most cases what's happened is they already know they have the problem, so not really thinking about their problem other than they hate it. They're just thinking about the solution. How do I fix it? That's all they're thinking about. So when we understand that and move to the solution side of it, it's happy, it's upbeat. We just leave the bad stuff and we pick up at the good stuff and say, come on, let's go. And then we deal with the bad stuff after we get moving. Third one, if you're going to make money off this and you're going to be able to side hustle, you're going to have to make an offer. In other words, okay, I get what you're doing. I can fix it. Here's how, and this is what it's going to cost you, and this is how it all works. So you need to come up with something that's so compelling, that's so real, that basically builds a value to the point that they go, my God, I have to have that. And you've been there before. You've been there before. You've had all kinds of things that have happened to you and things you purchased over your life that if the value made sense, that you bought it. I just bought something yesterday. I bought a collectible, a musical collection of guitars and things. And I saw the value. I said, this is the value to me. And I just bought it. It clicked. It was instantaneous when I saw it. So what do you offer? Is it compelling? Does it make sense? Does it actually solve the problem? Is it doable for the person who needs the help? It's pretty simple stuff. And like I said, you can apply this to any area of life. These are the basics that go into any problem-solving business solution situation that you can do, but you can use it in any part of your life. You can even use it negotiating with your kids, frankly. Doesn't matter. It's simple. Just address another person's problems with a robust solution. That's all there is to it. And then put an offer they can't refuse on the other side of that, how you can help, and it's a real win-win, and it's a very happy win-win. You'll know you're helping, and you'll feel happy about helping when you do that. None of that icky sales, marketing stuff. If that's where you are with that, I'm not. I like that stuff. But if that's where you are, it just makes it feel better when you're out there on this positive solution side of things, and it's just fun to do, and that will get you out of bed every single day. In fact, saying this right now, I'm thinking of a couple people who are going to listen to me today and go, oh, he's right. If I could focus on that side of it, then my life would be a lot better. I wouldn't be afraid to make a call or afraid to send an email. I just do it. So some ideas how to build your side hustle, how to actually make a deal, how to close a deal, how to make some more money, how to change your life, how to have a lifestyle you want, be as prosperous as you choose to be. It's all possible. It's all right there. The instructions are all over the world. It's just a matter of you just doing the things that work to get there. And I just gave you a couple of them. All right, I want you to have a great weekend. Tomorrow, the Husband Wife Talking Life show comes out. My wife and I, Joy, or as my clients say, must be nice to record a conversation with your wife. Just have a chat with her and then give it away. It's kind of cool. So check out the show. It's a lot of insight on that show, always, and a lot of fun, too. And on Monday, going to take you to a higher level on the Monday Daily Boost. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon.